What is up, traders? Stan Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. Let's take a look at SPY. We had a pretty strong day, nice strong uptrend, and then we broke the uptrend pretty much in the last hour. Made it a lower high, but overall pretty strong day on decent volume. On the daily chart, we are still going sideways, so we still haven't broken out or broken down. So on a daily chart, it's a little bit choppy. So let's take a look at some of the stocks we traded today. I was watching GME. This was one of the highest volume stocks pre-market and also highest biggest gapper pre-market. So I was trying to gauge which way it wants to go, and the tape was pretty heavy. So I was like, I thought this was going to be a short. I saw the pop, $13 exactly here, had a massive offer. So the level 2 was mostly pretty thin, but there was a big offer at 13. So I started shorting at 13. I had a few orders out on the offer at 13, got a few executions, and started shorting on the way down. I covered some, trimmed some into the first wash, then reshorted into the pop, and then trimmed some into the wash, reshorted some into the pop, and covered my last cover. I think I covered some in the 23-24 area, and then my last cover was on this candle, I think 34, 35. That's where my stop was for the rest of my positions, my position. But for the most part, I was already all out in this area right here. So that was a really nice trade. Gave me some cushion for the rest of the day to risk a little bit more. I scalped a little bit later in the evening, in the afternoon. Let's see, somewhere in here, yeah. So I was shorting pops here. I actually lost money. I was shorting this pop into the VWAP, and I took a small loss, and then reshorted again here and covered it into the wash. But small loser because I had more size here than I had here. Overall, really good stock to trade today. The second stock was GERN. I had one I held it overnight for a couple of days, and yesterday I covered into the wash and then reshorted, I believe, somewhere here, and then covered into the wash. And today we were shorting this first pop. Once we stalled out here, started putting on double, triple top here, we started shorting, covering into the wash, reshorting into the pop, covering into the wash. I was already all done by this level right here, by this area, but Sam, the kid that sits next to me, he was also involved in this setup right here, covered into the wash, and then he was reshorting it later in the day, and then held it until pretty much the close. So that was a really nice one as well. The third one was Tops. Tops was another really weak one, so we were shorting this breakdown right here, cover into the wash, and then I shorted this consolidation right here at 91, 91 and a half, 92, and then covered into the wash. Again, really straightforward. SGMO, this one was actually the biggest gainer today. I was trading it yesterday. It's a nickel stock. It's a tick pilot, so the spread is 5 cents, and it's SSR. So the dynamic of the level 2 is a little bit cleaner. It's a little bit more honest. It tells you which direction is going to go, and if you can get a good fill on the right side, usually it's on the short side, it pays off really nicely. So you can risk 2.5 to 5 cents and make 30-40 cents. So yesterday I was shorting these pops, covering into the wash here, and these are 25 cents, 20 cents, risking like 2.5 cents and making 20 cents. And today, same thing. I took a few scratch trades, a few small losers over here because I was accumulating shares to short, and then it would pop. I would get out for a small loss. I did that a couple of times, and then once this level broke, I actually shorted right here. I chased it a little bit. I shorted 80s, 1880s, and I covered some on this pop and then the rest on this pop. So that was a really nice dump. That's where I made pretty much most of the money. And then the second one was right here. I actually tried to go long. It went up, didn't have any follow through. Then I shorted, and then I added and covered everything. Some trimmed a little bit, bits and pieces, maybe 1/5 here, 1/5 here, and then the rest over here. Tried to buy it actually, got long here again, didn't want to go up, took a loss at the end of the day here, but nothing too major. Overall, I guess when the stock is SSR, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to scalp this one. My loser today was ACXM. This one, we were watching it. I actually noticed it somewhere in here. It popped up on my scanner when I came from lunch, and I was like, I want to get involved. So I started watching it, lower highs, lower highs. Tried to buy it here. It was pretty easy to sell, so I was like, there's a lot of buying pressure, let me buy it. Broke down, so I started shorting it. I was trading around the core, cover into the wash, short into the wick, cover into the wash, short into the wick, cover into the wash. You get the point. And then it started just uptrending, and I was all out by 23. I think I got stopped out right here, 23.04 or so. Left it alone, and I was like, you know what, I lost money buying it, I lost money shorting it. I don't want to be involved. You know, I lost money on both sides. I don't want to be involved. And that was probably the right thing. It sort of went sideways. Maybe I could have had one short and it made 20-30 cents, but just went sideways. So this was a headache, the only one pretty much today. So decent day. Tomorrow's off, long weekend. So everybody enjoy your weekend. These are my takeaways for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you can tweet at me at Chicana Trader. I'm usually pretty active. Thank you for watching. Please share the video, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.